The Southern Quality Ford Friday Night Blitz continues.
Welcome back to the Southern Quality Ford Friday Night Blitz. Let's go ahead and head now to Arkansas. The Nashville Scrappers coming off a 44-point win over Fountain Lake and undefeated on the season, but taking on a very tough Robinson squad. Early on, Grayson Tackett rolling right. Ball pops up and is picked off by Nashville's Kason Drummond, and then the Scrappers are going to turn that into some point. Drive after Carmelius Morrison ripping off an 80-yard touchdown run. Yeah, no one's going to catch him. He cruises to the end zone. Scrappers up 7-0. Robinson, though, is going to look to respond. This is Meckel Kentel taking it now to the outside, then up down the sideline. He is in for the score. That would make it a 7-7 ball game. Now 21-7 Robinson leads. Stewart hitting the corner, and he is vast. Takes it in for the score. Or Nashville scores on the next play right there, and they are up 21. Or Nashville trails 21-13. Then later in the third, Moorer finds DeVay Ragland, and he has gone for a touchdown. That made it just a 2-point ball game. From there, though, it's all Robinson as Nashville falls. Robinson takes this one 39-25. The Arkansas High Razorbacks undefeated against teams from Arkansas on the road at Hot Springs Lakeside. Rough start for the Razorbacks. The snap sails over the punter's head. Woo Pig Fooey Lakeside taking over on the turnover. A few snaps later, Isaac Eccles sneaking around the corner, making it look easy for the touchdown. Rams strike in. They strike first. Still in the first. That was a blocked punt by Arkansas High. The defender walking into the end zone with the football. Touchdown Razorbacks. We are tied up at 7. And then now the Hogs piling it on. This is Cameron Collier taking the handoff, delivers a mean stiff arm right there, puts the defender into the dirt, bounces way ahead for 8 yards, then into the touchdown. Collier walking in for the score. Hogs up 14-7. Let's move ahead to the second quarter play of the ball game. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Collier says, get off me, then go ahead and hit that right turbo stick. He is in 88 yards to the house. Touchdown Arkansas High. They would end up leading at the half 28-7. Big win on the road for the Hogs. They take this one 48-14. Prescott Curly Wolves are 5-0 and at home against Smackover. This is Alex George taking the handoff, fighting through the defenders, bouncing back inside, and he is going to take it for the score. That puts Prescott up 14-0. Smackover with a response. They're going to give it to Greg Turner, and Turner is going to take it through, cutting back up in for the score. That makes it 14-7. And now Ryan Johnson keeping it himself for Prescott. He is going to dive for the pylon and just gets it. That makes it a 20-7 Prescott lead, but that was all the scoring the Curly Wolves were able to manage. Smackover rallies, and they take this one 21-20. The Foreman Gators at home this week taking on Lafayette County. This is Kyron Beatty. First play of the game, touchdown for the Gators. Beatty gives Foreman a 7-0 lead. Now, Foreman back on offense. Beatty fumbles the snap, but he is going to keep it. You just can't teach this. He is going to rumble in for another score on the broken play. That puts the Gators now up 14-0. Gators going to add to their lead a bit later right here, punching it up the middle for another touchdown. Nice spin move into the end zone to make it 21-0. Now Lafayette County trying to get something going. C.J. Williams, nice run, bouncing to the outside. He would actually get injured on the play, but he would later return to the game. Lafayette County, though, unable to get anything going tonight as Foreman rolls. They take it 49-0. Falcons lost their last 4 games, trying to turn things around as they take on Bismarck. This is Steven Robertson for Bismarck with a nice gain right here. Falcons now on offense. They're going to give it to Trenton Crabtree. He's going to bounce it to the outside. Crabtree eventually brought down right there, but now Falcons still on offense. They're going to go through the air and going to hook up with Cannon Garrett for the first touchdown of the night. Panthers up 7-0 after that play. This one starting to wind down at last check. Falcons leading 28-14 in the third. Staying in Arkansas, the Hope Bobcats picking up their first win last week, trying to build on that as they take on McClellan. This is Xavier Morgan getting the McClellan offense going with a nice run to the left side of the field, setting up the Lions in the red zone. Jalen Williams, QB keeper to the left, goes untouched. Lions up 6-3. McClellan going for two, but the QB fumbles the snap. Lions would, though, roar past the Bobcats. Taking a look at the final in this one, McClellan with a big win. Tough loss for Hope as they fall 62-15. The Genoa Central Dragons playing host to Center Point this week. Center Point's looking to pass, and they are going to go deep to Colton Carver. He takes it in for the score. That would put them up 14-0. Genoa Central now on offense, trying to get something going here. This is Remy Bearden. He's going to take the pitch, then tries to cut inside, picks up about 6 yards right there, and then a little bit later, Genoa still on offense. Cameron Norton on the receiving end of this pass. Nice way to flip his body around to catch the ball that was thrown behind him. He gets a nice gain right there. Tough loss for Genoa Central, though, as they're unable to ever get their offense truly going. They fall by the final score of 14-0. Let's head to Texas. Long bus trip for the Liberty Ilo Leopards on the road at Waco La Vega. This one all La Vega. First drive, second play of the game. D'Amico Chambliss rambling 55 yards for the first score of the game. Pirates taking an early 7-0 lead. Very next Waco La Vega possession. Fourth down, Josh Hamilton takes the fake punt all the way home for another Pirates score. They are up 14-0 after the trick play. La Vega next drive, John Richards getting in on the action. He takes it up the gut for a touchdown run. La Vega up 21-0. Then Liberty Ilo trying to get something going with the QB keeper by Dezawion Cooper. But then Cooper dropping back, and he is going to be stripped of the ball as he was trying to pass. That one's going to be recovered by Jared Rogers. Tough one for La Vega right now. At last check, they're tough one for Liberty Ilo. At last check, La Vega leads this one 35-12 at halftime. The Tatum Eagles open district play with a 28-point win over White Oak on the road tonight at Sabine. Second quarter, and Tatum leading 21-10. Tatum's ball, Ja'Kias Jenkins getting it into the end zone for the touchdown. And then now O.B. Jones taking the snap, and he is going to hold on to it. This time stretches across the goal line. That is another Eagles score. Tatum on the move right here. Jones with the ball, looking deep and connecting with Jaden Boyd, who makes a nice grab, Willie Mays style out there. He takes it in for another touchdown. This would all Tatum in the game. They roll to another big win as they take it 56-38. The Hooks Hornets staying at home this week, welcoming Redwater to Hornets Stadium. And early on, this is Garrett Johnson taking it in for the 1-yard touchdown. Redwater leading 8-7. Hooks trying to respond. They're going to pass it to Logan Murray. He cruises in. They are in front now by 6, 14-8. The score there. And then Hooks going to get it done on the defensive end. This is Marquez Estelle coming up with the interception, and he's going to go the other direction, has blockers in front of him, cuts it inside, then back outside. He's going to take it all the way in for the score. That made it 21-8. Redwater looking to get that mistake back. Peyton Davis going to take it on the end around right here, and he is in for the score. That made it 21-16. This game starting to wind down up in Hooks. We'll have a final look on this one a bit later in the Blitz. All right, it's now time for the Southern Quality Ford Friday Night Blitz Game of the Week. And this week saw a monumental matchup in East Texas. The Pleasant Grove Hawks, the reigning 4A Division II state champs, loading up the buses to Carthage to take on the Bulldogs, who have won 30 straight games, including back-to-back 4A Division I championships. Let's get into the Southern Quality Ford Friday Night Blitz Game of the Week. Homecoming for the Carthage Bulldogs, looking to keep that undefeated season alive as they take on Pleasant Grove. First half action, Bulldogs getting on the board first. Gunner Capps swing pass out to Kelvonte Dixon in the flat. and then the young man is going to do the rest himself. 47 yards on the scoring play. Carthage taking an early 7-0 lead in front of the home crowd. Second quarter, Hawks knocking on the door. Ben Harmon giving it to Bruce Garrett. Garrett punches it in. Game knotted up at 7 apiece. Ensuing snap after a turnover on downs for Pleasant Grove. Caps finds Tucker Smith up the middle, 86 yards to the house. PAT no good. Carthage, though, up by 6, 13-7 at that point. Hawks answering again this time. They like to run that option up there in Texarkana. Ben Harmon giving it to James Wiggins. He goes up the gut, then bounces to the outside, gets tackled on his way into the end zone. Hawks up by 1 at halftime on the road. Carthage, though, responding in the second half as they end up taking this one 28-21. The final, that win streak now at 31, the longest win streak currently in the state of Texas. Now, coming up on the Southern Quality Ford Friday Night Blitz, we're going to head down to Manny for the Johnny's Pizza House Spirit Stick. We'll take a look at that after the break.
You're watching Friday Night